Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Thursday, December 29th, and the moon is in Aries. The moon moved into Aries early this morning. So when I woke up, you would think I'd be raring to go, but I think I still have a little hangover from my Pisces moon. Today there's quite a few things happening. Sort of been quiet the last couple of days astrologically anyway. So today we have, let's see, what do I want to, Mercury. Yes, Mercury retrograde. How soon I forget. Today Mercury went retrograde. It's a retrograde until January 18th. So right now we have Mercury retrograde and we have Mars retrograde. Interesting, Mars is in a Mercury ruled sign, and Mercury is in a sign that Mars is exalted in. So in a sort of strange way, they kind of work together to maybe make this retrograde period not quite as painful as other retrograde periods could be. As with all retrograde periods, it's a time to reconsider. We have Mercury in Capricorn, reconsidering structures that you base your life upon, the values perhaps, what's important to you, how ambitious are you, things like that. We also have Venus make a conjunction to Mercury retrograde today. This is the second time these two planets have come together. It's kind of how they roll. The first conjunction was in the latter degrees of Sag. This conjunction is in the latter degrees of Capricorn. So the heart and mind come together in a little bit of a different vibe as opposed to Sag. Capricorn is a little bit more serious, of course. And it's also a cardinal sign, so it's about beginning and starting, right? But we do have Mercury retrograde, so it's a good time to maybe plan plans that you can put into that you can actually do stuff with once Mercury goes direct. So the beginning of the year starts with Mercury and Mars retrograde. So the other night I had my Tuesday night salon, and for some reason, right in the middle, about an hour in, my computer, like suddenly the the voice, the volume, or just their ability to hear me went away. And so didn't want to get out of the class, because if I got out of the class, the whole class would, we'd have to come back in and all that, which they could do, I'm sure. But what ended up happening was I just sort of said, okay, guys, typed it. What do you see? And as they were going through the charts that we were looking at, I would just point things out with my little cursor because they could see that. And then I would just listen to the things they would say about what they saw. And it was kind of neat because I got to see like what they knew. Because, sometimes I forget to shut my mouth and actually see what the students are thinking. So it was pretty cool. So it worked out for me. I think it worked out for them. I got no complaints. And I have fabulous students. They're so bright. They're just so bright. Bright as in smart, and bright as in bright lights, let me tell you. So a little love letter to my students. So now, what else do I want to say? First quarter moon today. First quarter moon in Aries. Sun in Cap. Crisis in action on the seeds planted on that new moon in Capricorn, which was actually quite a lovely new moon in Capricorn. So that's what's going on. So to review, communications, schedules, right? Mars retrograde. Now Mars is going to turn direct on the 12th of January. And then, of course, Mercury turns direct about 6 days later, I think, if my math is correct. But now Mars is, as it approaches that retrograde, it is pretty much sitting still, right about 9 or 10 degrees of Gemini. So if you happen to have anything at that degree, you can feel the Mars energy, and it's starting to build up, and eventually it's going to move forward in a big way. And that's probably likely January, end of January, and then February, really, we start to feel it. And then by March, I feel like the whole world changes in some way. So we'll talk about it. We're not there yet, but I just thought I'd give you a heads up. So that's what's going on today. It is warmer than it has been. It's about 45 maybe. There's no wind, which is lovely. Now my kitty girl is out, but I don't see her. She's probably having fun in the woods, I would imagine. Charlotte, kitty, bumps, kitty bumps. Yeah, she's having fun. She doesn't come out when she's having fun. The other day when it was freezing, she ran right back in, but you know. All right. Have yourself a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see you again tomorrow. You know what? The prettiest thing today is the sky, so I'm going to share that with you. Oh, I love the sky around here. There's something about this area of Massachusetts and the way it's sort of set up is that we see a lot of weather come through here, but we don't always get hit with it. So when there's weather shifts and changes going to the Cape, it usually sort of passes over us. But you can see that the clouds are just lovely and the sky is so blue. And it's been a long time since the sky's been blue. It's been gray for the last couple of days, and you can always appreciate a blue sky after all that gray. So blue skies, nothing but blue skies coming your way.